Right off the top of my head, without thinking about it too much, I would say that the movie would be Under the Tuscan Sun. It's a really cool movie about this woman who goes to Tuscany, and she ends up buying a villa there and fixing it up and meeting all these cool people. And it's all very spontaneous and wonderful, and it all comes from this disaster of a divorce that she had, and she would have never done all these things and met all these people if it weren't for this really crazy bad thing that happened to her. But she ended up just turning it around. It was all spontaneous and fun and delicious. I'd say that describes me because I just love being spontaneous and making the best out of a bad situation. You know, all those things that people usually want to do and would love to do, but they always have all these stupid reasons why not to. I just want to plow through those reasons. I don't want to, live my life just saying, well, I couldn't because. I want to say I did and it was great. So, Under the Tuscan Sun is definitely a great movie to see if you want to be uplifted, to make your life an adventure. That is what I'm trying to make mine. The song? Is it cheating if I use one that I wrote? There's one called Autumn Blaze. It's one of my more recent ones. Oh well, I'll brag. It's really cool. It starts out completely a cappella, and then you just jam on the guitar, and then the whole song is just really intense and upbeat. It's all about going and flying free and how fleeting everything is, and it uses nature and fall as metaphors. I might seem kind of reserved and quiet, but when you least expect it, just crazy and out there. Alright, TV show, I'd say Good Eats. It's a cooking show by Alton Brown. He just basically takes one food item, like a potato or tofu or turkey or something, and he just focuses on that, and you learn all about the food, the history, and then he gives you all these really cool recipes. It's very creative, and he has all these really great tips for how to do it exactly right. And yet, he's always encouraging people not to follow the recipe, to just go for it. That's not only how I cook, but how I try and live my life. Get a general idea and make sure you do it right, do it really well, but always leave room for spontaneity. Speaking of food and cooking, that brings us to the challenge portion of this vlog. This is a plumat. It is a mixture of a plum and an apricot. It is not a 50-50 mixture of a plum and apricot. That would be a plumcot. It's about 70% plum and about 30% apricot. There is a 70% apricot, 30% plum out there, and that's called an aprum. This is the unusual fruit that I've never eaten, heard of, nor purchased before. I did some research and I got a pretty good idea of what this tastes like. Supposedly it's just like a very, very sweet plum that's a bit drier and firmer than a typical plum. I'm not only going to eat at least half of this, I'm going to make a fancy fruit salad out of it. You're going to get to see me in my kitchen. Cooking is one of my passions. Come on, little plumat. Come into my stomach. I'm going to grab a cutting board, a lemon, some Thai basil. It kind of has a minty anisey flavor to it. A knife, a bowl, some powdered sugar, and some cinnamon. I'm going to rinse off this plumat. Then I'm going to carefully cut it in half. Smells like a plum. I'm going to set the half with the seed in it aside, and I'm going to chop this up into chunks. Put all this into my bowl. I'll take my Thai basil and chop this up a bit as well. And then sprinkle that into my bowl. Cut the lemon in half. I'll cut out a smallish wedge. I'll just squeeze this into my bowl. I'll add a dash of cinnamon and powdered sugar. I'll toss it around a bit so it'll all get evenly coated. And now, I'm going to enjoy it. First, I'm going to take a bite out of the reserved half of the Plumont so that I can get the genuine flavor without any other flavors interfering. It's a little tart and bland at the same time. It's not really sweet. Maybe it's not right. It tastes a little bit like grass. Like the flavor in your mouth goes from sweet to tart to grass. I am going to consume the other half of my Plumont. Fun fact about me, I eat almost everything with chopsticks. Right. Be right back. Alright. Here we go. I'm gonna eat the whole thing right in front of you. Well, that's all of it. I have to admit, it kind of grew on me by the end. The grass aftertaste kind of went away, and it just started tasting really good. The powdered sugar really helped with the sweetness, and everything else just helped with the flavor. The flavors blended very well. Bon appetit! I think I'm going to have to try that only in liquid form. A Plumont Thai basil cinnamon lemonade. It's for next time. So, back upstairs. Alright children, what's the moral for today? I'd say, be spontaneous, be adventurous, try new things, and indulge in life. I'll see you guys later. Au revoir.